crawled on her hands and knees to find it again. Nick Lowry entered Amy Reynolds' life again on a day seductive in its ordinariness, lazy in its soft family comfort. Late autumn sun washed the parked sport utility vehicles, motorhomes, and Coleman grills in a honeyed afternoon light. The pungent smell of barbecue and grill smoke mingled with the earth-warm aroma of crushed leaves. Every few minutes, a stray leaf fell in the stagnant air, released of its own volition, not forced by any breeze, from an atmosphere so still and full Amy felt as if she bathed in it rather than moved through it. Through the afternoon, Amy's limbs felt weighted and luxurious. Days like these, tepid fall days at Saxton University, brought to her heart the same impression every year, a longing, an odd misplaced sense of loss, yet also of promise. So it was a universal setup, her heart already languid and expectant. Amy stood with her husband Phil on the same tailgating patch of grass they had for 23 years of home football games, a tradition of cheeseburgers, cold beer, potato salad, Chardonnay, and old friends. Today was the day they would meet their son Jack's first serious girlfriend. Jack spoke little of this girlfriend, and yet he talked much more of her than of anyone he'd dated. Amy only knew her first name, Lisbeth, and she thought the name presumptuous, uppity, as if the girl had named herself at birth. On the 2-hour drive to Saxton University from their small hometown of Darby in South Georgia, Amy had leaned her head back on the headrest of the car, fought her never-ending battle with car sickness, held Phil's hand, and mumbled, "What kind of name is Lisbeth?" "I think it's German, maybe a form of Elizabeth." "It sounds kind of snobby, don't you think?" "Aim, let's not judge her before we meet her." You're right. I'm defensive already, sorry. Jack is just so special, so different, so much more mature than other. You wouldn't be a little prejudiced now, would you? Phil squeezed her hand, playful, yet understanding her complete love for their son. It was the same way she loved her entire family, husband, son, and daughter. Her love a transforming filter to any average quality. Phil pulled her hand to his mouth and kissed the back of it. "I agree with you, sweetie, but I'm also sure Jack's sound judgment of people has prevailed here. I can't wait to meet the girl who has finally stolen his heart." Amy opened her eyes and glared at Phil. "She didn't steal anything yet." "Ah, you didn't hear him on the phone." Amy scrunched her nose at her husband. Phil was right. She was prejudging this girl whose last name she didn't even know. "Well, I wish we could have come last night. Her parents were here, and they wanted us to go out to dinner." "There was no way I could miss yesterday evening's meeting, Amy. We've been over this." I know. Doesn't mean I don't wish you could have. Who works till 8 o'clock on a Friday night?" "My boss, and therefore me." Phil tightened his face the way he did when he felt she was questioning his work ethic. Raised in a strict home where work and obligation were the gods to bow to, he didn't understand her more laid-back, skip-work-for-family approach. Now was not the time to get into it. "Well," she said, "my committee seems to be making progress. We did have 1 hour out on the island. An hour's better than nothing." "That's great, honey, great." Phil flipped the AM channels. Static from the radio filled the car, increasing her frustration. "I can't find the game channel. We should be able to get it by now." Phil wasn't interested in her work the same way she wasn't interested in his job as a stockbroker, in the columns of straight numbers and ragged heartbeat lines of the stock market. But at least she listened. The island project she was working on through her teaching job at the Savannah College of Arts and Design, or SCAD, was an opportunity for her to make a difference in